Hey guys, welcome to FT90 Fantasy Football. Today we are here with the part 1 of the FPL Topscorer prediction from the top 10 teams last season. So guys, before we get into the video, we have a small request for you guys. We are a new channel just starting out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and show us your support. So let's move on to the video. So first, let's take a look at the champions of last year, Manchester City. So their FPL top scorer last season was the keeper Ederson. He had a total of 160 points. He played 36 games, kept 19 clean sheets, and had one assist. And he had a penalty save too. We know he's really good with the ball. He's really good with the ball at his feet. Last season we saw some real good balls he put into the attacking areas, and we know if City is going to continue the solid record at the back this season too, the City defense including him is looking very promising. And the second top scorer was Ilkay Gundogan with 157 points. We know last season when City struggled at certain stages, Ilkay Gundogan just popped up. He just scored some very important goals for them. He had played 23 games last season, scored 13 goals and gave 4 assists, and he had 12 clean sheets to his name. I'm just including clean sheets in the midfielders list because clean sheets carry points for the midfielders as well. So Ilkay Gundogan had a very impressive season last year. And the third top scorer was Raheem Sterling. He played 28 matches, had scored 10 goals, had 9 assists, and kept 14 clean sheets. So, we know what a good player Sterling is, but last season he was often, not that good in front of the goal. Let's hope he improves this season. And that being said, let's look at our prediction for the top scorer from the City team this year. So my FPL top scorer from the City team for the 21-22 season is none other than Kevin De Bruyne. We know City is a team with a lot of potential, but if we ask who is the best player in City, without a second thought, the answer is Kevin De Bruyne. We didn't see him in the top 3 point getters last season, but that was because he was injured and missed out on a few matches. He played just 23 matches last season and had racked up 141 points from those 23 games. He had 6 goals and 12 assists to his name, and that was not his best season. It was the 1920 season where he scored 251 points, where he showed us his best form. He had 13 goals and 23 assists, and he racked up 35 bonus points last season. If he's going to be fit, it is 100% sure that he is going to be leading City's title defense this year. So let's move on to the next team. Next, we are looking at the runners-up of last season, Manchester United. So last season, their highest point getter was none other than Bruno Fernandes. He got 244 points, played 35 games, had 18 goals and 14 assists to his name, and had 13 clean sheets. We know what a creative player he is. We know how important he is for Manchester United. And he showed us last season what an important player he is for Manchester United. And in second spot, we have Marcus Rashford. He got 174 points last season from 33 games. He scored 11 and got 11 assists to his name and kept 12 clean sheets. We know that he's injured as of now, and he might miss a few opening games. So let's hope he recovers soon. And in the third spot, we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka with 144 points, and he got 2 goals and 5 assists to his name from 34 games, in which he kept 13 clean sheets as well. We know that when we are looking at the Manchester United defense this season, all our eyes are on Luke Shaw, or Roberto Carlos as I say. Let's see. So next, let's check who is our predicted FPL top scorer for the 2021-22 season. and it is none other than Bruno Fernandes. We know what an important player he is for Manchester United. Yes, we have got other options like Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, who just arrived, Edson Cavani, who just renewed his contract. All of them are there, but the thing is that when we look at Edison Cavani, there is a rotation risk with Mason Greenwood or Anthony Martial, to be honest. And when we look at Sancho, we don't know how he's going to perform in the Premier League, even though he's very promising. So I think when we are talking about the FPL top scorer from Manchester United, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. Next, we take a look at the Liverpool team who finished third last season. And their top scorer was none other than the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. He scored 231 points last season, had 22 goals and 6 assists to his name from 34 games. And his start to the last season was just phenomenal. In the second spot, as expected, we have Sadio Mane. He had 176 points and played 31 games in which he scored 11 goals and had given 11 assists as well. And in the third spot, we have Andrew Robertson with 161 points. He kept 12 clean sheets, scored a goal, and gave 8 assists last season. Now, let's look at who our predicted top scorer in the FPL 2021-22 season is. And it is Mohamed Salah. I think it's a no-brainer. Like, when Salah is in the team, I don't think there's a second thought. Yes, Sadio Mane is a very strong competitor. Alexander Arnold could be a good competition, but Salah always finds a way to score. He always is consistent. He's been consistent over the years, and we know that he scored 231 points last season, but that was not his best season. He had scored 303 points in the 2017-18 Premier League season. How cool is that? And he had 32 goals and 12 assists to his name that season, along with a bonus of 26 points. What a player! What a player! Next, we take a look at the Chelsea team who finished fourth in the Premier League last season and more importantly won the Champions League. So their highest FPL point getter was Mason Mount with 147 points. He scored 6 goals and gave 7 assists from 32 games last season. We know what an important player he is for Chelsea. He's like the creative hub. In the second spot, we have Edward Mendy, the goalkeeper. He kept 16 clean sheets and made a penalty save from 31 games. He came to Chelsea last season with a lot of expectations, and we have to say that he has stood up to them. And in the third spot, we have Ben Chilwell, who scored 139 points. He kept 12 clean sheets, had 3 goals and 6 assists to his name from 27 matches. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Now let's look at our predicted top scorer for the 2021-22 season. And it is Kai Havertz who came to the team last season. Chelsea bought him with a lot of expectations. Initially he underperformed, but under Thomas Tuchel we saw that he was getting more and more comfortable. Last season he had scored 91 points from 18 games, in which he scored 4 goals and gave 6 assists. And I think this season he's going to be much better. And I think this season his goals and assist tally are going to be in double figures, because I think Thomas Tuchel is going to transform him into a very important and influential player. So I think it is Kai Havertz from Chelsea who's going to score the most number of FPL points for his team. Next, we take a look at the Leicester team who finished 5th in the Premier League last season. They spent most of the time in the top 4 last year, and it was so unfortunate to see them slip to the 5th spot in the last few matches. And their top scorer, as expected, was Jamie Vardy with 187 points. He had 15 goals and 14 assists from just 31 games. How good is that? And in the second spot, we have Yuri Tillemans and James Maddison. Yuri Tillemans scored 6 goals and got 4 assists from 37 matches. His previous best for Leicester in a season was 3 goals, and he just doubled it last season. And looking into James Maddison's case, he had 8 goals and 7 assists from just 24 games. We know how an important player he is for Leicester, and last year he missed a few games due to injury. Hopefully, this year he's going to be fit. Now, let's look at who our FPL top scorer from Leicester is going to be. And the predicted top scorer is Kelechi Iheanacho. We know that he was not in the top 3 top scorers last year, but look at his numbers. He had 12 goals and 2 assists from just 16 games. That was 110 points from 16 games. And it turned out that last year was his best season as well. And I think this year Rogers is going to give him more playing time because Jamie Vardy is growing old and they need a replacement. And when Kelechi Iheanacho is showing so much promise, I think they're going to start him. And when they're going to start him, I think he's just going to prove them right again and again. So Kelechi Iheanacho will be the FPL top scorer from Leicester for me. Hey guys, that was the part 1 of the FPL top scorers prediction from the top 10 teams. Now we have looked at the top 5 teams last season. We'll be looking at the next 5 in the next couple of days. So hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button and do subscribe to the channel. As we said in the beginning, we are a new channel starting off. We will be posting regular FPL content, so we need your support guys, and do make sure that you leave your thoughts in the comment box below. So till we meet the next time, bye from FT90 Fantasy Football.